Hi all. So hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel. So today I will explain the concept like Amazon Elastic Cloud Compute. So EC2 and let's quickly recap my previous class. So in the previous class I explained like what is IAM, why we need IAM. So what are the components we used in the IAM? So, and what are the advantages of the using of the IAM, Identity Access Management? Now today I will explain one more important service. So this is very important service, and we are using in the 35-day series. We are using daily this EC2 instance. Okay, so let me quickly share my screens and I will explain the concepts like what is today's agenda with you. Yes. So the day 3 agenda, what is EC2, why we need EC2, what are the instance types, how to launch an EC2 instance. I will deploy a simple Jenkins application in our instance and I will connect with our browser. So this is the practical thing. This is the practical thing. Today I will explain in detail. So let's quickly jump into the EC2 deep dive. Okay. So let me go back to that particular, yeah. So to.com. Okay. So EC2. I'm explaining the concept like EC2. Before I am explaining the concept EC2, let me previously what we are doing and how we can share our missions to the others. Okay. Let me go back to this slide. Okay. So this is my personal laptop. Okay. So I want share this my personal laptop with my colleagues. Okay, so they need to they want to use my laptop system. So so then what I will do, so I will install hypervisor on top of my laptop. This hypervisor split this laptop into 3 virtual machines. Okay, 3 or 4 n number of virtual machines we can do it using the shell script. We will write a simple shell script, and we will divide our system into the virtual machines using the hypervisor, and we are giving to that others. We are giving to the virtual machines to the others, and they can use it, and they will do their work. For example, 1,000 users are there. 1,000 users are using this virtual machines. So if there is any change, if there is any OS upgradation and the security, and if there is anything goes down here, and so we will go to that particular virtual machine. If for example our application is supporting 1.12, today 1.2, but our virtual machine is having 1.1, then we need to directly go to that particular virtual machine, and we need to upgrade that particular virtual machine here. Okay, so what are the problems solving the EC2? I will explain here. First thing is scalability. The second thing is upgradation. Third thing is security. Okay, scalability in the manual terms, AWS EC2 will provide whenever you want the applications will whenever you want the application servers more, then AWS EC2 will provide that servers. Okay, AWS will provide the server scale up the servers and scale down the servers. In the manual, we are not using AWS. Then we need to go to physical server providers. Every time we will buy the server, and we will kept in our organization, and we are using it. If some server goes down, Then again we need to go to this particular server. We need to check the logs. If the server is crashed, then again we need to go to that particular AWS. Then again we need to go to this particular cloud providers, not cloud providers, physical providers. Then we will buy a new server, and we will install that server, and we will install our application into this particular server. So this is the manual process. Okay, AWS will tell, I will I will provide the advantage, like whenever you want the server, if some server is crashed, if some instance is terminated, if some instance is shed, because of some issues, then I will bring up the new instance. I will bring up the new instance here. Okay, so and upgradation. So every time we need to go to that physical server, and we will physical instance, physical server. We need to upgrade the server, and after upgradation, we will install our application. So and security point of some security. So on that day I told you, right? For example, any and disaster, and fourth one is recovery management. If there is any disaster management, so that recovery is very a very hectic task for us, right? So what EC2 solve these problems? EC2. Okay, let me explain the concept like EC2. So before, I mean, the virtual, we are giving the virtual machines to the with the people. They are using that virtual machines. Is there any upgradations? Is there any issues they found? And they will directly go to the physical servers, and they will do they will do the upgradations, and they will upgrade the servers. If some server is crashed, then they will bring they will bought the new servers from the physical server providers, and they will kept inside the organization, and they are using it. So that is the hectic task for the people. So what AWS will tell, AWS will told, I will provide the compute service. Okay, EC2. Let me go back to yeah, this is the EC2. 1 second. So I will decrease the font size. Yeah, EC2 means Elastic Cloud Compute. Elastic Cloud Compute. Yeah. So here EC2 represents why we are representing as EC2 here. Here 1C. It is taken from 1C. It is taken from another C. So that's why we are calling as EC2. It represents as EC2. Okay. So let me explain the concept like compute. Compute, it is a combination of CPU and RAM and disk. This is the combination of compute. Okay. So we are asking, so AWS will tell like will provide the compute service. What is the compute service here? Compute service, it is having the three combinations: CPU, RAM, disk. Okay, so we are asking one virtual machine. So AWS, we are asking to the AWS, provide a virtual machine on your cloud platform which is elastic in nature. Which is elastic in nature in the sense, whenever we want more physical servers, you can provide, you can scale up the servers. So you can scale up the servers whenever we want. Whenever we don't want, you can scale down the servers, or you can shut down the instances. So let me try to give the real example here. So in the festival time, Dasara or Deepavali, so in the e-commerce site, right, like Flipkart and Amazon. So in the festival Dasara Deepavali side, and customers are more more using the that application, using that offers. So 1 lakh, for example, in the normal time, we are having 1 lakh users on every day. They are requesting our application, and they are visiting our application. 1 lakh users. In the festival time, there may be a chance to come with the 10 lakh people. These 10 lakh people using our application and accessing our application. So 1 lakh in this time, we are having only three, four machines, three, four instances, then AWS will tell like after increasing the users, I will provide more number of instances to the end users, so there is no downtime our application, and they will easily access our application, and they can order something, or they can view something in our application. So this is the concept AWS will provide the compute service. Okay, so this is the AWS EC2 instance, and I will explain today practical as well. So how can we create the EC2 instance, how can we launch the EC2 instance, how can we connect with our terminal with the EC2 instance, and how can I install Jenkins in my EC2 instance, and how can I access that Jenkins application in our browser, current browser, when I'm this Chrome browser. So this is the concept I want to explain. So EC2 Elastic Cloud Compute. So we are asking the AWS, we need compute service, we need we need compute service, Elastic Cloud Compute Service. I mean, we are asking the AWS provide the cloud compute service which is elastic in nature. I mean, which is elastic in nature, right? So you can understand the things scale up and scale down, and this upgradation this upgradation will take place of AWS only. Okay, and the most important is security. Okay, and other important aspect is cost. Okay, for example, we are using this server 1 lakh users, 1 lakh users not in the festival time, and AWS will charge only for this instance. Okay, after coming to the festival mode, so AWS will increase the instances. Okay, after AWS will increase the instances. After increasing the instances, so after some I mean the festival is gone, and the users are not accessing these two servers, then these two servers will shut down. But in the physical servers, we can able to shut down, but we are already paid to the servers, so this is useless, right? In the AWS will tell, what AWS will tell, if we are using the 5 instances, only 3 instances are running, then these 2 instances I will shut down, and I will not charge anything for these 2 instances. Only whichever we are using these 3 instances, AWS will tell will charge only these 3 instances. Okay, this is the biggest advantage. I mean, pay as you go model, right? So pay as you go model. Okay, so whatever you are using instances, so you can pay only for that instance. So this is the biggest advantage AWS will provide, right? So instead of going the physical servers and we are buying the servers, and in some point time, in some point of time, we are not using that particular server, so that is useless. I mean, that is very cost effective also. So buying the server, we are not using the server, so that is not a proper way to utilizing the server, right? So then AWS will tell like we can provide compute service. You can use it whenever, if you want. If you don't want to use that instance, you can shut down that instance, or you can terminate, you can delete that instance, or you can and we are having the state instances are there, so I will show you in the practical session. Okay, so this is the concept I want to explain. EC2, this is in the real time example, I will tell you that this virtual machine, the AWS provide virtual machines with you. That's it. Okay, so this is the concept I want to explain. And what are the types of next thing is, so why we need EC2 instance? You can what is EC2 instance is done? Why we need EC2 it is done? And what are the instance types? So I will explain the what are the instance types. Next, go back to that particular slide here. 1 second. Yeah. So I'm doing, yeah. So there are multiple instance types are there. So I will explain the major instance types. Okay. First one is general purpose instance. Second one is storage optimized. Third one is memory optimized. And fourth one is accelerate. Accelerate. Fifth one is compute optimization. So these are the instance types. So let me explain. So don't bother about these instance types. So I will explain in detail in the future classes. So I'm just giving the overview of this particular types of instances. So you can go back to the AWS documentation and you can read the things there. So I will show you the documentation as well. So this is the general purpose instance. The general purpose instance in the sense, whenever we are installing our application into the EC2 instance, so that application will not require any storage, any little bit of storage, little bit of memory, little bit of compute. Then we go for the general instance. So today also I am using this general instance only. I mean less CPU, less RAM, and less configuration this is having. Okay. For example, if you are having if your application is having need more storage, so then we go for the storage optimized instance type. If your instance is memory optimized, I mean you are consuming more memory, so machine learning and some major applications we need to deploy, so then we go for the optimized, as well as the accelerate and compute optimized. So this application, so I want more compute power, then I will go for this compute optimized instance type. So these are the general, so these are the most using the instance types, and there are multiple instance types are there. So you can go to that particular documentation and you can read it. Okay, so let me go back to the particular documentation and I will show you the concept like new slide, new tab. So AWS EC2 documentation. So you can go to this particular AWS Cloud Compute documentation. AWS will provide documentation for every service. So you can go back there and you can read it. What is this is doing? So you can see it. What is Amazon EC2? So here Cloud Compute provides on-demand scalable computing capacity in the Amazon Web Services cloud. So using Amazon EC2 reduces hardware costs, so you can develop and deploy applications faster, right? So I explained, right? So this is the most important concept. So we are reducing the cost. So whatever the instances we are using, when we are paying that only, that money to the servers only, that money to the AWS. That's it. Okay, so this is the AWS EC2. So there you can see compute, memory, instance types, network, and storage. So lot of there. So you can go back to this documentation and you are able to read it. Then so this is the concept I want to explain for the EC2. I think you are able to understand what is EC2. Okay. So now I am going to that particular AWS console. I will launch an EC2 instance today. I will connect with my terminal and I will show you how can I install my Jenkins application into that particular EC2 instance. Okay, let's get started. Let's sign in. I am signing in. This management console. Yeah, now I am able to log in because my credentials is already saved in my system. So I am going to this particular service, Amazon Elastic Cloud Compute. Okay. Okay. So here instance types, launch templates, spot. So these are all the important things in the EC2. So today's class, I will just only show you how to launch an instance. How can we connect our instance with the terminal with using the terminal? So I will show you that thing with you. Okay, so I am going to the click on launch instance here. Launch instance. So before I am launching any instance, I will explain the concept like what is free tier. Okay. Free tier, free tier in the sense AWS will not charge in the free tier time, and each and every service it is having own limits. If you are crossing that limits, then definitely AWS will charge and you need to pay the amount. Okay. So in your first year include 750 hours T2 micro instance usage on the free terms of AMI per month, 750 hours of public IPv4 address usage a month, and 30 GB of EBS storage, 2 millions, 1 GB of snapshot, 100 GB of bandwidth up to the internet. So EC2 only we are able to access 750 hours with the free. That will instance type is T2 micro here. Okay, only this micro we can use it for 750 hours. 750 hours in the sense continuously running one instance 30 days. Okay, so how can we manage these things, right? So for example, I am using one instance. So I created one instance, I am using one instance, and my work is done within the 2 hours. Then I will delete that particular instance. Then the remaining hours will be saved. Okay, so that part I am doing here. So today I am explaining the concept like EC2. So provide the EC2 name. So what are the name you want? For example, this is example first EC2 instance. Okay. Next, I am going back to here. I am selecting the Ubuntu. These are all the flavors. Okay. If you want to launch an EC2 instance in Amazon Linux, you can go it. If you want to launch an EC2 instance in the Mac OS, these are the operating systems. You can, if you want to Red Hat, Debian, Windows. So whatever you want, you can go it. So I am going for the Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, it is Linux based, right? So it will very comfort with us with the commands. Okay. So and here free tier eligible. So this one I want to explain here. Only T2 micro you need to use it. Otherwise, if you are using other than T2 micro, AWS will charge and you need to pay the amount. Okay, so here we are able to see multiple T2 nano, T2 nano, T2 medium, T2 large, yeah, X large, 8 CPU, 64 GB memory. So if you want to choose, go with, if you want to deploy application with huge amount of storage, huge amount of memory, so then we can go for to the large or medium or uh, mm, this is the thing. So okay, so I'm using a free tier only. Okay, so then the most important concept is key pair. So you can use a key pair to securely connect to your instance. Only if you want to connect with EC2 instance, this will help you to connect with your EC2 instance. Otherwise, you are not able to connect with your EC2 instance without key pair. Okay, you can able to see, right, key pair login. You can use a key pair to securely connect to your instance. Ensure that you have access to the selected key pair before you launch the instance. So this is the key pair we need to use to particular login to that particular instance. Other, if you are not having any key pair, you are not able to access your instance. So I am creating a new key pair here. Name as new key pair. Okay. So I'm selecting this .pem. So I'm just create a key pair. When I'm creating the key pair, it will automatically download into my downloads folder. Okay. So then next, I'm not doing anything here. I'm just launching the instance today. I will show you the magic today. Okay. So I'm just launching the instance. So it will take few seconds. Yes, launching the instance, launch initiation. Yes, successfully launched our instance. So let me go back to this particular instance here. Yes, loading instances. Yes. So example first. So this is running state. Okay. So I installed EC2 instance in my AWS cloud. So let me go back to this particular instance ID and I will explain some few concepts, few components. Then later we'll explain remaining components in the future classes. Okay, this is the public IP. So whenever you, if you want to connect with your EC2 instance, this is the public IP you need to connect with your EC2 instance. So use this public IP and we can connect to our EC2 instance. So this is the first example, first EC2 instance. So this example first EC2 instance, it is having public IP. So this is the public IP. If you want to connect with this particular example first EC2 instance, you need to use this public IP. Then only you can able to connect with your EC2 instance. Okay. So then I will go to and I will connect with the EC2 instance with this using the terminal. So let me go back to the download folder. And 1 second, so show more options here. So git bash here. So I will increase the sound, increase the terminal size here. 1 second. Yes. Yeah. So everyone able to see. So SSH hyphen high new keypage dot pem folder and Ubuntu. We are using Ubuntu OS colon. So if you want to connect with particular IP at a particular instance, you need to use this public IP. Okay, and go back to one more time. So I'm ensuring that key pair name is correct or not. Okay, let me go back to the downloads folder. Show more options here. Name. So I'm just copying this one, new key pair. So again, because if you're not providing exact key pair name, it will not log into that particular EC2 instance. Okay, so I am just providing that paste here dot pem file. Okay, and I am using the Ubuntu at the rate, and I will paste my public IP here. If you want to connect this instance, you need this particular public IP. So I'm just pasting here. I'm just clicking on enter button here. Yes, it is asking if you want to show the continue with. Yes, I want to continue. Yes, now you can able to see I am able to connect with the AWS EC2 instance. Okay, so if you want to go to the root user, then you can type as sudo root. Okay, so I'm using my EC2 instance. That's it. That's it. Okay, so whenever you are launching EC2 instance, so use this command sudo apt get update. Sudo apt update. It means it will update the packages. It means it will update the packages. Yeah, I think it is updating the package. Few seconds it will take. And so the packages are up to date now. Now what I will done, right? So I will install the sample Jenkins application. So this Jenkins application, so I will what is Jenkins, why we need to use the Jenkins application. In future classes I will explain one by one. So just I want to show you that how can we install that Jenkins application in our EC2 instance. Okay, but Jenkins application, it is running using the Java. So first we need to install Java in our EC2 instance. So then sudo apt get install openjdk -17 -jdk. Okay, so I am installing Java. Let me show. Yes, if you want to continue. Yes, I want to continue. So in Java is installing in our EC2 instance. Okay. Then after I will show you if Java is installed or not. I will show you that command also. Will take few seconds. It will take few seconds. That's it. And meanwhile time I will go to the browser. I will take the new tab here. So install Jenkins on Ubuntu. Just click on this one. Go to the first slide. Yes. So you can use anyone, weekly release or weekly or long-term support. So you don't want to remembering these all the things. I mean, these all the uh, commands here. So you can go every time you can directly go to that particular website and you can use it. Okay, so the Java is installed in my EC2 instance. Java hyphen version. You all know the command. How to know the command? Yeah, yes, right. So 1 second. Java hyphen version, I think. Yes, now you can able to see Java version is 17.0.14. So successfully installed Java in my EC2 instance. Then I will paste this command. Not this one. That is not correctly copy pasted. Okay, one more time we'll go here. I am just copying this particular instance. This is the command we will install our Jenkins application in our instance. So I am copy pasting here. Okay, sudo wget keygens. Okay, and this is the sudo apt get update, sudo apt get install Jenkins. I am just clicking on enter here. Yes, I want to install Jenkins in my EC2 instance. It will take few seconds here. Few seconds it will take. Once it is done, I will show you the command Jenkins is running or not. Yes, it is processing the trigger for ManDB. Yes, successfully done. Okay. Systemctl status Jenkins. Systemctl. Okay, the command was mistaken. Systemctl, not CLT. Systemctl status Jenkins. System systemctl Jenkins status. Yes. Now, I mean, it will take some time. So it will take some time to running the Jenkins. So it is actively running in my EC2 instance. You are able to see, right? So I successfully installed Jenkins in my EC2 instance. So then now I will show you how can we access this particular Jenkins application using our browser. So let me go back to this particular slide. I'm taking the new tab here. So HTTP colon // I will copy paste the particular EC2 instance IP address. I'm clicking this IP address, then go back here. One second. Yes, go back here. So I am deleting particular this previous IP address HTTP. I'm pasting here colon 8080. So the Jenkins will run default port as 8080. So when I'm clicking on enter, here you are able to see the magic here. But when I click on enter here, there is nothing happened here. You are able to see, right? What is problem, right? So why this problem occurs, I know, but I want to show with you guys. So I'm accessing this application. So let me go back to this particular instance. So whenever your application, whenever you are launching our application, you need to set the port and you need to allow the traffic. So there are multiple components in the EC2. I will explain each and every concept in going forward classes. So today's class I will explain only the security groups here. Yeah, this is the security group here. So we can add the inbound rules. Inbound rules in the sense the request it is coming from the outside to the AWS. Okay, so I will add the edit inbound rules here. I am add one more rule here, custom TCP. The port range I am accessing in my application the 8080. So in custom, anywhere in IP. Okay, so I am saving the rules here. Now I will provide the permissions to access my application to the users who are using my IP and using the port. Then I will go to this particular site. Then I will refresh this one. Now you are able to see, right? We are able to access the Jenkins, right? So this is the concept I want to explain. And whenever you are launching Jenkins, it will not provide the password. For the password, you need to copy this one and go to our terminal here. So I am Control C here. So sudo cat, we need to paste that particular path here. Then Jenkins will provide the password. This is the password. This is the password. I am copying this password and I am going to the particular browser. I am pasting here. I am click on continue here. Yes. Now I am able to access this particular Jenkins application. Okay. Now I am able to access this particular Jenkins application. So this is the what I want to show you with you guys. So successfully we launched the application in our EC2 instance. This is the concept I want to explain with you guys. So please subscribe my channel. Please forward with your friends and colleagues who want to learn AWS for beginners. And please support me, guys. I will do more and more videos. If you are having any doubts, this particular session, so you can ask the doubt for me. You can provide the timestamp. You can provide the timestamp and you can comment in the comment section. You can comment out. Then I will definitely reply to that comment. So this is the what I want to explain. So I think today we are done for the day. Tomorrow I will explain the new concept. Okay, so you can practice as you can use it this particular video, and you can try to launch the instance in your AWS account, and you can install the Jenkins. Okay, so this is what I want to explain today. So please support, guys. Please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.